This is the X5, Insta360's flagship and their latest offering in 360 cameras. It's capable of shooting 8K in its coveted 360 mode, so you could say it's the peak of action cameras. But what's it like as a daily driver? Well, I'm going to be taking it around Brooklyn today to find out that very question. So let's go. Now, sometimes when people hear 360 footage, they panic a little because it sounds like there's going to be a lot of work in the editing process. But these days, it's actually really simple. I'd even argue to say that it's easier than some point-and-shoot cameras because you don't have to worry about composition when you're filming. Now, obviously, if you throw this camera behind your head, it's not going to be able to pick up your face. It's not magic, but in the filming world, this is as close as you're going to get to it. So spec-wise, as I mentioned, we have 8K 360 video, and this is thanks to its two largest sensors. We have 1/1.28-inch sensors and 6mm lenses on each of those sensors. And what they do is basically film just a little bit over 180 degrees, and then the computer magically stitches them together, and then it also cuts out the body and the selfie stick in real time, so you have this uninterrupted ball of video. And then you can choose your frame after the fact in post-production. Just a quick pro tip from me is that you need to give yourself enough distance from yourself and the camera, because if you get a little bit too close, you start to look like Megamind when you start putting in a 16:9 or 9:16 aspect ratio. You don't need to look like Megamind, you want to look normal, so safe distance, you'll look great. So another great advantage of the 360 camera is you can get some really nice BTS content. So right now I'm birding, and say I see something in the tree, I can now get a shot of me shooting, and if it's close enough, you'll be able to see what I am shooting as well, hopefully in the tree. Snap that there. So you don't have to set up a bunch of different cameras to get really nice BTS content. I literally have the Insta360 setup on a Magic Arm on my tripod foot of my 300. And this is just really nice to get some really fun BTS content that is literally impossible with any other camera. One final note on this, I actually have the Insta360 X5 set to pre-record for 30 seconds. That way we don't have hours and hours of footage that we have to sift through to find that one moment. And no one needs 5 minutes of me looking up at a tree and you seeing up my nose, no one needs that. So when I do see something, I can press record and then know that I have that 30 seconds prior recorded. On that, you can also press the little flag button on the left of the screen here, and that will mark the clip in the Insta360 Studio to where that particular point is in the video if you have something particular that you want to mark. Insta360 have also released the wireless mic Air, which pairs seamlessly with the X5, and it's what you're listening to right now. And I think this is just a fantastic option from Insta360 that you can keep the weather sealing on the X5. My personal favorite thing is if you click the button once, it stops and stops recording. Just those little things go a long way. Now, framing in post-production is great. What happens if you're on a time crunch and you don't have time to do that in post-production? Well, thankfully, now Insta360 have solved that with InstaFrame. So when filming in InstaFrame, the camera will produce two video clips once you finish recording. The first one will be in a 9:16 or 16:9 ratio in 1080p. Now, if you do 9:16, 1080p is more than enough resolution, and you'll have the added benefit of the subject being perfectly in frame as the camera is tracking you throughout. But if you want to do something with that 360 footage later, or something fun happened that you want to show that you were reacting to, you still get the full 360 readout. However, in a lower resolution of 5.7K. For great results straight out of camera, we have active HDR up to 5.7K at 60 frames per second. And we also have 4K 120 for that super smooth slow motion footage. Try saying that 5 times faster. Super smooth slow motion footage, super smooth slow motion footage. So nighttime Matt here, talking about the low light capabilities of the Insta360 X5. Now, usually in the past, as soon as the light goes down and it's less than optimal with action cameras and 360 cameras, the image falls apart. Well, that is a thing of the past with the X5, thanks to the pure video setting. If you put the camera in pure video, then we have 3 AI chips inside the X5 that does some kind of magic wizardry. I'm not sure how or what it's doing, but the image is so much better. You can actually see as soon as you press record, the preview of the image just gets so much better. So even in low light situations, you're gonna get a usable image, which makes the X5 a way more versatile. So back to me in the daytime to finish the rest of the video, but exciting stuff that the X5 is now usable at night. Hey, what's going on? Can I just do a cold brew, please? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Paloma Coffee, best coffee in Brooklyn. Not missing that one. Now, you also get 80% of charge after just 20 minutes of charging. So that's plenty of time to just sit down, enjoy your coffee in the park, and then you can go filming forever. Just remember to keep that portable charger and USB-C cord in your bag, but you'll be good to go. I mean, what's not to love? So yes, you absolutely can use the Insta360 X5 as your everyday video camera. I think with just a few accessories and a lot of imagination, you can get some pretty unique shots that other cameras won't be able to do. Now, are we gonna get any compressed looking shots with this camera? No, 6mm double lens is pretty wide if you ask me, and even in that 360 view, if you zoom in too much, you start to lose some quality. But with the X5's flow state stabilization and this 3-meter long selfie stick, you get some pretty impressive fake drone shots. Just watch out for trees, leaves, and all important power lines, because no one's getting electrocuted on my watch. And with the ever-growing arsenal of Insta360 accessories, if you can think about it, chances are you can make it. And if you're in the market for an action camera, the X5 certainly is a great option. You get just as good of image quality as a regular action camera with the added bonus of the 360 footage. Now, as always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the Insta360 X5 and how you would use it as an everyday camera, please let us know in those comments below. We would love to hear it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get back to the office. I've been Matt, and thanks for watching.